Welcome back everyone to my Let's Play of The Legend of Zelda, Oracle of Ages. Last episode, Maverick finished playing all the Goron games, and he ended up with the old Mermaid key and the new Mermaid key, which allow him to access both the Mermaid cave in the past and the present. But before we do that, there's that one section of map that I didn't uncover. So I'm going to go there, and that's a place where we can plant a Gasha seed. So I'm just going to get my OCD out of the way. The easiest way to get there is warp to this mystery seed tree, go to the present, and then we'll make our way up to that section in the present here, and then that section has a warp tile. You can warp back into the past, and that's where we're missing this screen. Just get our items set and ready to go. Cut down some bushes. And you head over 2 screens, and we'll warp back to the past. And we were on this screen before. I didn't go over to the left, but that's okay. I'll plant the Gasha seed now. Now, if you're not collecting a lot of rings, you can get a ring from this guy here. Talk with him. Finding treasure is so hard. Will you let me hang on to 20 Emperor Seeds and 20 bombs? And if we say yes, he'll find some treasure. And eventually you'll come back to him and he'll find 2 treasure chests. And both of the treasure chests contain the same ring. And like he said, he'll give you 50% of what he gets, so he says choose a treasure chest, doesn't matter which one you choose. They both have the same item in them. So here's where we can plant the Gasha seed. Come back here, there we go, plant it. And then let's get out of here. We'll walk back to the mystery seed tree. It's very close to the entrance to the past Mermaid's cave. And then what we have to do this cave is we have to do a section in the past to open some ways in the future or the present cave. And then we head back into we'll get the item in the present, and then we come back to the past to finish the cave off with the item. I mentioned we're going to get the mermaid suit, which will allow us to swim in deep water. So for this first part, there's going to be some deep water that we can't swim in. We'll eventually be able to once we get that suit. Seed suit is going to see a lot of use in this dungeon. I guess all that practice of shooting seeds, the Goron minigames, the target cards, is a way to get us prepared to use this a lot. So you have these candle enemies. The only way you can defeat them is to light them on fire. Then they go crazy, but eventually they burn out. We're good to go. Head over this way first. Get the map here. We can use that boomerang that we got from the Gorons to defeat those bubbles. But since there's mostly water here, we'll just swim by them, swim past them. There's a lot of ember seeds because there's a little puzzle over here. You have to let these 4 torches in a specific order. If you get them in the wrong order, then the puzzle will reset. So it's just going to take time. But basically you do the one on the left, then the one in the middle, the one in the front middle, and then the one on the right. And that opens up this passageway. And this is the passage we're going to have to come back to once we get the mermaid suit. But you have to do this in the past to open, we're in deep waters. You have to do this in the past to open that way in the present. So let's just run back to the entrance. And do some more of exploration here in the past. There's going to be a room, basically the rest of the past, we'll have to, we'll get some more items, and we'll bomb this hole in a wall, That's the only way to get the hole to appear in the present, to bomb it in the past. Pexy needs help here a little bit to reach these guys if they're off stream. Take care of them. And that gets us the compass. There's a compass and a map in both the past and the present. And keys from one dungeon don't work in the other, so you can't get a key from the past and use it in the present. They only work in their respective times. Let's get on up here. We've got more of these candle enemies. Light them on fire. The holes make it easier to avoid them. Once they burn themselves out, that door will open. Keep our Rock's Feather equipped. Or you can also keep your seed shooter equipped. Because there's some enemies on the platform over here. Get hit with the seed shooter or just jump over and knock them off. And we get a key. Small key. Now we can head back a few rooms. There was that room with the small key door. So let's run back there. We can open that. And that'll pretty much take us to the last area we need to go to in the past. So we have a little puzzle here. There's two switches. We have to have something on both of them. Use the Cane of Samara to take care of the switch on the right. And then the switch on the left we'll take care of by putting this pot on it. Be careful you don't hit it with your sword while you're taking care of that Wizrobe. He was not very nice to me. Most of the time he just appears on the right side of the screen and you can take care of him there. Respawn on the left. Now this is another room that's not very nice. We have these bubbles that take your sword away for a few seconds. The Wizrobe that spawns around and can bump you into the Wall Masters. They'll just take you, of course, to the beginning. Now you don't have to be like me and destroy all these blocks, but I'm just obsessive compulsive and have to do it at least once. But basically, to the right, one square, I see right here, I just go up there, throw a bomb, and that opens up a door. I don't need to go into that door. Basically, it just leads to a spinner puzzle, and I can't do anything there because to get past the spinner puzzle, once you get past the spinner puzzle, you'll need to use the mermaid suit. You can't do that because we don't have the mermaid suit yet. So, and just leaving the room and seeing that spinner will just basically cause that room with all the bombs to reset, bomb blocks. So to save myself some bombs, I'm just going to blow up the hole that I needed to create, so it's there in the present, and then get out of here. Now it's time to go to the present, which will be, we're doing much more in the present. Including, like I said, getting the mermaid suit. The mermaid suit, it's weird. You swim a lot faster with the mermaid suit, but you're limited with your items. You can only use the sword in the A slot, because the B button makes you dive and swim faster. And you swim with the mermaid suit by tapping the button twice. It's almost like walking. It's like a bunch of old Nintendo games that like you double tap to run. The Legend of the Mermaid has been handed down from past to present. Let me get some dark water right there. So you see time has ravaged the mermaid dungeon here, the mermaid cave. There's one little neat little puzzle in this area. More Wizrobes. They tend to appear in Dungeon 6. Just like the original Legend of Zelda. Let's take care of them. And now we're going to get the present map here. Switch for Goron. Good thing that bat didn't push us into the pit. We have to switch, we have to leave the room and reset. Because because the block is no longer in the right place. Alright, over there. This room to the north where there used to be a whole bunch of those candle enemies, now it's going to be a little bit different. It's going to have a different type of puzzle, a disappearing floor type puzzle. Depending on what block or what color is present on the orb, that determines what parts of the floor appear. Luckily, the corners, for the most part, are safe. So the lower right, the upper right, and the lower left are all safe. And here's a room we have to defeat all these snakes, but you can't ever reach the snakes. So this guy basically gives you a clue. Sense can soothe the savage beast. Basically tells you to use a sense seed, and that summons the monsters into the pit. And they basically defeat themselves, so that's a neat use for the sense seeds. They're like the enemy bait. You don't really get to use that much. That was a nice use of them to solve that puzzle. As I said, the corners can be safe. Let's hit it again. Now, why don't you head up over here? More rooms to bomb. More wall masters. You don't have to worry about annoying bubbles though, so. And the Wizrobes are just the red ones that just appear in the same place. So it's slightly easier than in the past. You can get another block puzzle. Or dice puzzle, I like to call them, I guess, because it's one of those ones where you push the cube that looks like a six-sided dice. You have to do the blue one last because the blue one has on the top there. Now you can do the red or the yellow right away because the way things. But you do one of them and then push the other. Like I said, maybe it's just pushing the block around a little bit. You should be good here. Nope. Get to the blue, yellow. There we go. And now all I have to do is get the blue face on that blue dot. It requires just pushing around a little bit. The box feather goes around. That's going to be red. Make sure it's the blue, so one more twist around. Alright, now we have the blue. There we go, and that'll get us another key. A small key. Now let's head up. I'm gonna go grab the mermaid suit. And we're gonna have another spinner puzzle here. In the past there was only one spinner, here they got two, so. Then you have to turn that spinner so it takes us over to the right. First we have to take care of get another key over here on the left. You can bypass the second part of the spinner puzzle. You can actually use the switch hook. If a Wizrobe appears on the left there, you can switch places with the Wizrobe with the switch hook. But if you don't get lucky, you can just solve the puzzle the normal way. Which requires you kind of turning these things around. So now it's turned back to its original rotation. So we can take it and head this bottom way. And this way there and grab that last key, last small key that we need. Now it's time to start putting those keys to use. I'm gonna have to turn the spinner again a different way. Let's grab. Alright, now the spinner down at the bottom is the one we're gonna have to rotate. So we'll jump down from this section here. Change the spinner. The spinner's always set to where we need to go. And then now we just go back. Before that we're gonna defeat all these enemies and these pots. I'm not gonna find like a key or anything on any of those pots ever, but I just like to destroy them all. Destroy the zombie over here. You see this key door up there? We gotta get up to this ledge, but we have the spinner set to put us on that ledge. So let's do that. Let's step on the spinner. Oh, there we go. And now we're going to go fight the mini boss, which is the same mini boss that Data fought in level 6 in his Immortal Seasons. If you've been watching that playthrough, it's Fire, Baron's loyal henchman. I heard someone was trying to stop Baron, so I came here, but it's just some kid. Fine, I can handle you. And just like Vio did underestimate Data, he's going to underestimate Maverick here. So he's really just annoying. Kind of try to hit him and he flies away from you. So the only way to really hit him is if he just doesn't charge at you. I'm thinking of Ghosts and Goblins, the red armors. They're like these Batmen that fly around out of your reach. It's only when they kind of drop down to the ground to charge at you can really hit them. These guys are the same color. Ghosts and Goblins, that's a tough series of games. And when he splits into two, you have to use your rock feather and jump up and hit these guys. But easy living, take him out. They report to Varen, and we get a portal back to the beginning, which is good, because the rest of what we have to do is going to be basically back at the beginning of the dungeon. So here's a little timing puzzle. You have to throw the bomb kind of when it's glowing. If you throw it too late, it's going to blow up in your hands. If you throw it too early, you're going to see it's not going to blow up at the appropriate time to take out the block. Once you take out one block, doesn't matter the left or the right. Let's use the switch hook to get to the center. And just obsessive compulsive, going to blow up this block here. Yeah, perfect timing. Get the mermaid suit. Now you can swim in deep water. Press control pad to swim, B to dive, and A to use items. So yeah, we're going to have to switch our sword now to the A button whenever we're underwater. Alright, let's head back to the beginning of the dungeon. And we can put the mermaid suit to use. So this passageway in a few screens wouldn't be there if you didn't do that torch puzzle in the past. The wall would just be a dead end. But since we did it in the past, there'll be an opening over to the right. Just head south here, go around the long way to avoid these big traps. What about the bats? But yeah, because you push that thing, that to the side over there is open. I'm going to use the switch hook here. This will take us to the compass. Jump down from here, and we can put that mermaid suit to use for the first time. We're going to find some deep water. If you fall down the pit there, you just fall into a bunch of spikes. I'll show those spikes off here. When I come back. Let's take out these wood robes. There's a treasure chest over here, but it's not really important. It's just rupees. Take out these wizard robes. There we go. 10 rupees. Well, like I said, 100% the game. We're going to have them all. And back up the top. And that'll take us to where the boss key is. Now, if you look at the map, the boss is actually in the past, so that's where we're going to have to go back into the past to defeat the boss, but his boss key is here. And this is all just a luck-based puzzle. I was not lucky, it took me several times to do it. Test your luck. Doesn't matter which one you pull. The first time you pull it, it's going to be enemies, these snakes, these ropes are going to fall down. Then after that, it's just a 50-50 shot. Just pick whatever one, pull it, hope you get it right. If you don't get it right, more ropes will fall down. Just defeat them. Once you defeat them, pull it again. I got unlucky again. Like I said, it's just a 50-50 shot. And, you know, when I'm doing 50-50, it means that it's usually like a 100% chance that I'm going to get it wrong. But eventually, just keep pulling and pulling, and eventually you'll get the right one. The odds will land in your favor, and you'll be able to get the boss key. You could just save and quit if you want, because you'll start back at the beginning. But I'm not going to do that shortcut. It's kind of cheesy. I like to punish myself. And yeah, see spikes there. Double call. Get back. Luckily, there's it's not far from the beginning when you get here. Use arcane to jump up here. That's interesting. The bat actually hurt himself by hitting the block from the Cane of Samara. Now you have the mermaid suit. You should see you can swim a little bit faster. You just do it by tapping the button. I don't always, like I said, 100% destroy all the pots, so destroy those pots. Get over a little bit more, and wish you were right back at the beginning of the cave. But we still have more of the cave to do. Like I said, we gotta finish up this labyrinth in the past. And we'll do that in our next episode. So take care, have a good one. Also, use our mermaid's tail to explore that piece of dark water that's just saying, explore me. Take care, have a good one. See you in the next episode. Bye.